Good morning, Darlene, Denise, and Scott. Good morning, Darlene, Denise, and Scott. Scott, if you missed that, you wouldn't know I'm here right now, but I will sing to you in a minute.
Good morning to Traci. Good morning to you. I was singing, but I was muted. And my Aunt Rhonda is on Facebook.
Good morning to Rhonda. Good morning to you. Good morning to Rhonda. Good morning to you.
I got tickled yesterday when my goddaughter Elizabeth said that her little girl was she was just a smiling and laughing when you were singing, her baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
well, good
so
morning,
sweet.
you guys. And Andar is on Facebook. Good morning, Ann.
Good morning to Ann.
Oh,
Good morning to
Ann,
you.
how's she doing?
Good morning to Ann. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. You guys, we almost didn't do this. I was not feeling good, and I was talking to Denise, and then Sandy sent me a message. She said link, and I'm like, okay. I said I'm gonna get up and throw it together, and I'm shocked it didn't take no longer than it did to throw it together.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh,
Okie
Rhonda.
dokie.
Rhonda said, I'm gonna put this so it can be seen. Rhonda says she thinks her hip is infected again, and she does not
No.
want to go back to surgery, another surgery.
Oh no.
So,
Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you.
good morning, Michelle. Where did it go?
It's in the
Oh, okay.
it's in the chat. Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you. Good morning to Myra. Good morning to
And
you.
today is Myra's daughter. Myra, do I have it right now? Jessica K. Is your daughter's name Jessica K? Because I wrote it down. Today is her birthday.
Yay.
Good
Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to you.
Yes, Jessica.
Yay. Happy birthday, Jessica.
Oh, I'm gonna screen share you guys. This popped up in my memories. This was today's the 21st. Wow. Let me see. Oh my gosh, this has been years ago when I first had my um surgery, weight loss surgery. And this is me and my sister and our Sunday school teacher, our first Sunday school
Aw.
teacher. So yeah, that's me on the left. Oh,
You're
but
so stinking cute, though.
that's
Good morning, Elizabeth and Chriso too. Good morning, Elizabeth and Chriso too.
good morning. Good morning. You guys, today is Myra's Jessica K, her daughter's birthday today. And you guys, my aunt asked for prayers because she thinks her hip is getting infected and she does not want to have another hip surgery. But yeah, that picture was of my middle sister. She's the one between me and Irene. And she still looks exactly the same. She still looks like she did in high school. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
That is just something.
Oh, Sonia. Sonia's got a terrible earache.
Aww. I'm so sorry, Sonia.
Sonia, you've had the time of it. We can bubble wrap you like we're going to Amber.
Exactly.
You guys, I needed a shower. I still have on yesterday's makeup. My hair's wool. But I'm here. Sandy is having puppies. They've already got one. Didn't she say they already have one?
They had a stillborn and a girl so far.
Oh,
so
I did not know there
yeah,
was a
the first one was
stillborn.
born stillborn, she said. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you.
Oh, bless her. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, but she said Remy was doing good. So, and Remy had to have a C-section the last time, so that's good. That's a
That's really
positive.
good. Yeah. But still, that's still, I mean, that has to be hard on Sandy.
It's sad. It's
Yeah, you guys, I did. I run in there and didn't run, but walked real quick and brushed my teeth, come in here, comb my hair, put on another shirt instead of my sleep shirt, and threw everything. Yes, Sonia, walk around in one of them big air bubbles.
Yeah, those big ones that tumble around, then you'd be all right.
Traci.
Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you. Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sneaky. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Sneaky. I always see you.
You're so fun, Chris.
But yes, you guys, we all were so tired yesterday. So bone tired.
I'm achy today. Yesterday I was tired. Today I'm just really achy. I don't know what
I
the
hurt
deal
from
is.
head to toe. I was cold. I went in there and covered up, and I cut my fan off in my bedroom, our ceiling fan, and I covered up, and I was
It's like
achy.
1,000,000 degrees down there. How could you be cold?
I didn't feel good, and I was just hurting from head to toe, and just and couldn't get fixed. Oh, she'll pretend. Yeah, she'll pretend she's a hamster. Oh my goodness, I can't even remember yesterday. Yesterday evening, I was like, "How did I get on that topic?" I forget what we was talking about, and I'm like, I felt so bad yesterday. It was like afterward, I really couldn't even remember some of the topics that we talked about. It was
Good positive news from my
Hey, everybody.
There's Denise. Good positive news from Callan's mama.
Yeah, I'm back.
Callan, his baby brother Aaron, and his mama are all negative. They all got their test results back, so that's good news.
Praise the Lord.
Good morning, Madonna. Good morning to you. Good morning, Madonna. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Madonna. Good morning. Well, why? What made them have
Hey,
to
Madonna.
Go get tested? Dawn's sister Donna, who could use prayers, is doing an internship out in Colorado with the NFL. She's like a sports promoter, that's what she went to school for. She's doing an internship, and they had some positive cases out there, and she got symptoms right after she'd been home for the weekend and got a test, and she was positive. So she's stuck in a hotel room in Colorado recouping when her baby girl that's 2 is in Kansas with her daddy. And so she's missing her baby and she's stuck in a hotel room and not very fun.
And her name's Donna?
Her name's Donna.
Okay. That's what I wrote down. Oh my goodness. And that's why Kevin always worries when I don't feel good. Even my Casey got me to go to the store with them last night, and my legs just didn't want to work. I just felt like I was achy from head to toe, and just
I love you,
felt
darling.
Look, you guys, Casey come in there,
I just got sick. I don't know what happened.
He still does not.
I just got sick.
Yeah, Denise, we all didn't feel good yesterday, you guys. That's why I didn't cook. I just did not have
I
the
don't know what's
energy.
going on.
Are you okay?
Denise.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. Like I said, I'm okay. I will.
All right.
Just let me get through this nauseous real quick.
Okay.
And I'll be showing my face.
Okay.
But Casey still has not gotten his driver's license
what
because he
happened.
don't want to take a
It was
picture.
crazy.
Aw.
If he could wear his head rag, he would. And I said, Casey, you've got to do that because Casey smokes. You cannot get
Can
any
you do it
cigarettes without
online?
your ID. No, it's time for him to take a picture. You can only do it
Oh,
one
man.
time.
Oh, picture.
Yeah.
So I said, look, because he come in the bedroom last night
This-
and he just was standing there. And I said, what? He said, you feel like riding to the store with me? And I was like, I guess so. And Keaton said, what you need, son? Because Keaton was asleep. He said, I just need to go get some cigarettes. And he said, well, get the money for me. So anyway, I got in the kitchen and Casey was dying laughing at my hair. And Traci got a little bit see what his head looked like this morning. He just got busting out laughing
I
in the
got to see it.
kitchen about my hair. And I'm like, what, Casey? Now here I am in PJs. So with pink PJs, I just put it that way, with my shirt's a pink PJ top. I said, what is it? And he's just laughing until he's wheezing laughing. I said, what? I said, I know my head's messed up. He said, Mama, I can't buy my own cigarettes. I looked and I gave him that look and that made him laugh even harder. I said, shut up. I said, Casey, I got to go in there with my pajamas shrunk. So they're high water pajama bottoms, not quite capris, but yet not the other. And looking indecent for the top part.
Come on.
I'm like, and he said, well, Mom,
You coming?
that nothing like that looks bad. Just your hair. And he's just still laughing again.
They won't let him use his expired license to get cigarettes. That's crazy.
That's your expired ID. So I told him, I said, I got to tell you one thing, boy. I said, you best get your license because you got me out looking like this all crazy to go to the store. You better hope ain't nobody there. So we pulled up those two vehicles. I said, you best get us there and let me get back in the car. Good morning, Hetty.
Good morning to Hetty. Good morning to you. Good morning to Hetty. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Hetty. But when we were coming back up the steps,
Morning, ladies.
it was like
Yeah.
my legs did not want to work. They felt like tree trunks, if that makes any sense.
Yes, it does.
They just felt like my legs were exhausted. And I was like, boy, I cannot believe. And you better hope I don't see somebody that knows
Love you too,
me.
Chris.
That's all Then he said, well, Mama, you want this jacket? It's a blue jean jacket. And I turned around and it's this thing that comes down. It's not a duster. It is a blue jean dress that buttons all the way down. And I looked at him. I said, oh, like that really is going to look good too. And he busted out laughing again. I said, look, you need to shut up if I'm going to do this. Just shut up laughing at me.
Leave it to Traci. Leave it to Casey.
Good morning, Perlini. Good morning to you. Good morning, Perlini. Good morning to you.
Look, Pearl Nini's put up with
Lynn,
Casey
love you, sweetheart.
for 2 years now. And so is Darlene B. No, I did not, Darlene B, because yesterday I did not feel like looking at Facebook. But I will go and look today at your canned up chicken pot pie. Oh, but yes, Darlene B.
Oh,
and
yeah, I want
Lynn,
to see that.
San Juana. Even Hetty remembers Casey from the jewelry community. But there was sometimes with him and Cindy Love and Jewelry, when they would team up instead of him and April, them two would be something else.
I can imagine because Cindy's got a really funny sense of humor, and with Casey's sense of humor, that'd be crazy.
Yes, them two would bounce off each other sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be like, oh gosh, now this is getting a little bit.
Oh, my goodness. I bet that was a fun time.
10 o'clock last night, Darlene B. All I saw at 10 o'clock last night was the back of my eyelid.
I'm gonna go back and check
Mm-hmm.
that because that sounds delicious.
Yeah, Sonia,
Yeah, I will too.
dysfunctional. That's how we were yesterday. No joke, you guys. Before we came on, we were all like,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was dysfunctional yesterday.
yeah.
It was like,
And that's why I cut it off.
man,
I
they
cut it
couldn't
off
get
so
a
quick.
we
Yep.
couldn't get a happy anywhere.
Mm-mm.
It's like
Yeah, and
But
Sandy hadn't slept at
nobody
all.
had any get up and go.
my shoulder
But
hurt
we
so
were
bad
here.
when I woke up
I was
yesterday
here in
morning.
and out, in and out, in and out.
My shoulder's not hurting today, but last night, you guys remember if you had brothers getting Indian burns, they would take your arm
Yep.
and do this.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
yeah.
That's what my arm
Yes.
through here felt like
That
yesterday.
hurt.
All last night, it felt like somebody gave me Indian burn.
That
Mm-hmm.
And
is that fibro, I'm telling you.
yeah, it's weird because you feel like you're gonna look down and it's gonna be red and inflamed, but you don't see nothing.
Yep.
But my
That's
whole
how the RSD is in my leg because it doesn't. It just feels like it's on fire, but you look at it, it doesn't look any different than anybody else's leg, but it feels like it's just burning.
my whole body felt like that, like I was dipped in acid or
Mm-hmm.
something. And that's what they
Mhm.
say. It's the it's
It's the fibro. Yeah,
the fibro. And I guess that's what shingles kind of constantly. I've never had shingles.
I did, and it was not pretty.
Mama got them in her hair, you guys. They
Oh,
No, me
come from her
neither.
back
My
shoulder.
daughter has.
They went down her arm, went up her neck into the back of her hair, and that
mm.
same arm still has problems. Lynn says
I
her
had
feet.
them.
Sarah had hers right on your bra line.
Yeah,
She had a horrible time.
I had them on
Oh,
my leg, my bad leg, and my back on that side, right about where your pants hit. So I literally had to wear pajamas
yeah.
for like 2 months because I couldn't stand anything on there. Good morning, Eric Garcia. Good morning to you.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
morning,
It
Eric
was hard.
Garcia. Good morning to you.
Eric, somebody must have put out the
Hey,
helicopters on you.
Eric.
Because what day was I talking about, Eric? Was it Friday?
It was either Friday or yesterday.
I think
Yeah.
it was
We were
Friday
talking about him.
because we had a bunch of people on early. And I said,
Mhm.
well,
Yeah. Seemed like it
Eric
was.
Garcia, I don't know where he's at, but he'd had that
Yes.
theme song up there ready.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to
Good
you.
morning, beautiful. Good morning. Yeah, my feet, Lynn, my
Hey, Jen. I love you, sweetie.
bothered me, but the bottom of my feet felt like they were on fire. I've done that before.
Oh,
Oh, tip of your nose and your right eye. Oh my goodness.
that must have been horrible.
Lynn, my
Oh,
sister-in-law,
yeah.
not
On your
Mama's
face? Oh,
daughter,
my gosh, Lynn.
but my other sister-in-law had shingles when she was younger, and it caused her to be blind in I forget which eye, but that caused her to be blind.
Mm-hmm.
Sonia, I'm
Well,
just
now, I
glad they
know with
acknowledge
my
it.
daughter, when she had chicken pox, she didn't have them really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I was told because because it didn't break out like it normally would with her but yeah, even if you've had chicken pox, you're more likely to have shingles
Mm-hmm. I had chicken pox
because
when I
it's
was young.
kind of
I had them crazy bad, and I.
in that same realm. I'm like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want no shingles. I got enough going on.
Eric
It
said
wasn't
he was
fun.
on his mysterious island, but
Yeah,
he's
he's on a
back now.
mysterious island.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
goodness.
I'm glad you made it back.
I know.
Oh,
See, I
Sonia only had
haven't
a
had
mild
them,
case.
but they have me take shots every year. They vaccinate me for it. But I'm glad they finally acknowledged that that fibro is real.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
Lynn.
I'll tell you it's real.
my sister-in-law,
I know people think, oh yeah, right.
one eye, one eye
Like you
looks,
get it and see how yeah, right it is.
one of them's not quite
Mhm.
straight. If she's looking straight. Uh-oh, what happened to your oldest daughter, Sonia?
Oh my goodness.
What?
Aw. Go ahead and sing, Eric. We'll all pretend we're hearing Eric sing.
Wait, what are you
Yeah, go ahead,
singing?
baby. We'll
Are
hear.
you singing
We'll
the
listen.
Gilligan Island song or the Good Morning song?
Make it a good
Just
one.
I mean,
sit right back.
Emma Taylor
It's a
tale.
tale of a fateful
Faithful
trip
ship.
that
Oh, trip.
started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. A ship set sail with a sailing man. I don't remember how that song goes. With
That was good.
I don't
Gilligan, the
remember all
skipper
of it.
Skipper
too,
too.
the millionaire and his wife, the movie
Big
star,
star.
And his
the
wife.
professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Island.
Here
Yep.
on Eric's Isle. He forgot about the skipper part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys. Oh, Eric, we have missed you.
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
Sonia,
that 3 hour tour went a little further than that.
Yep.
our oldest daughter Brandy, hers wasn't quite that bad. All right. Tiffany, oh my goodness, I sent her to my mom's hoping that Casey would catch them, that you figure out that's better for him to catch them. But my daughter had them
Yeah.
everywhere. I mean, in her hair, everywhere.
Mm.
Places that a poor little old girl shouldn't even have them, even in her
Oh,
mouth, her nose.
Mm.
She looked like the movie The Fly. I don't know if any of you
Mm-hmm.
guys remember that movie. Gross movie. But
yep.
she run a fever. I had to take her to the ER. And the most embarrassing thing when I took her was the intake nurse kept saying, "Well, I smell something. Are one of you drinking? Because I really smell." And it was my mom. Um,
Oh, jeez.
so it was like they were looking at me like, "Oh, Hetty, she is on day 12."
Day 12. Woo woo! Go,
Jennifer,
Tiffany.
Jennifer, my daughter is on day 12. So Casey said, "Mom, I don't know. I haven't written her, and
Yeah.
I don't know what to say." He told me last night. I said, "Son, just send her something and say, 'I love you, get better, and I'm proud of you.'"
Yeah.
Those
Mm-hmm.
3 words is all that you have to say. Just tell your sister, "I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
I
those three
love
words
you."
make a huge
No,
impact
it's
on
been
people.
so
Mm-hmm.
long that he's been so
Why
angry.
you think I always give them love and hugs here? Cause people need
Mm-hmm.
to hear they're loved and they're cared about.
Um,
That's the best thing in the whole world is to hear I love you.
yeah. And
Oh.
if
It
any of
really
you
is.
guys were to want to send a card or anything, let me know. And I've got her address. But Casey, he did. He stayed angry for so long, and it's like he doesn't know how to express finally to
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
his sister. You know, but
Mm-hmm.
he's going to send a letter today, and I got a real nice. Oh, it's in there. I got her um a planner, and of all things, it starts in July of all things, July of 2020, and it goes to December of 2021. So that was just weird because, hey,
Yeah.
Scott,
Good morning to Scott. Good morning to you. Good morning to Scott. Good morning to you.
Chastity has joined on Facebook.
Hey
Good
Scott.
morning to Chastity. Good morning to you. Good morning to Chastity. Good morning to you.
Lynn, you still have my You still have
Good
my
morning.
email, don't you? What? Look, I look for the name. I learned now I can search for names, and it will show me whether it's in wherever it's located. Because some things
Mm-hmm.
get pushed aside and hidden in email.
It's 12:02.
Oh,
Oh,
see.
it's 12:02.
Oh goodness.
But when Casey got them, I said Casey got chicken pox. He had two, one here and one on his nose. But
Oh
that
gee.
boy wouldn't leave him alone. He had a scar. He's got a small scar on his nose, and I figured the hair would hide the other one. But
And then he lost it all.
I
yeah,
got a scar on my nose from chicken pox.
but
Now, my oldest son was like, he had chicken pox everywhere.
remember,
Everywhere. There was not a place on his body, even the bottom of his feet, the palms of his hands, all in his mouth, up
Mm-mm.
his nose, in his ears. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere.
you know what?
And bless his heart.
How many of you guys had
Oh,
little measles, big measles? That's what my parents. Oh, you got the little measles, and you got the big
I
I
did.
had measles.
mumps.
I did.
Oh, yeah,
Good
I
morning to
didn't have.
Jaden.
Nope.
Good morning to you. Good morning to Jaden. Good morning to you.
would Jaden jump in?
Welcome.
Jaden.
Jump on in. The water's fine, and everybody would float to
Yes.
pieces.
Awesome. So glad you're here.
Well,
Sonia has
Ooh,
wants to share something that's a praise report, but also needs prayer. Bring it on, girlfriend. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you.
thank you, Scott. Thank you. Yeah, Lynn, wasn't it you, Lynn, that sent
yeah,
me
of
a
course
happy
you can,
Mother's
Sonia.
Day to me and MawMaw, and it took me forever to see
Hey,
it. It was
Leticia.
like I think it was stuck in my spam, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how did I not see that? I try to be so careful checking my.
Go ahead. Shoot it out there, Sonia.
Thank you, thank you. All right,
Sonia said
Thank
she
Sonia.
you
got a
so
praise
much,
report, but
Dad.
also needs prayer. So go for it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, yesterday my sister was looking for me. She sent me a message. Well, I was going to jump on. What happened? And I said, Irene, I wasn't feeling good. So I sent her the link to come so me and her could see face to face. And
Mm-hmm.
then Diana Brianna was going to come on. But you guys, we were all so pooped. And I was just beyond tired. I was
It
like,
was rough yesterday.
and because of the pain medicine I had to
Yeah,
take
my internet just wouldn't
for
let
my
me stay
shoulder,
in yesterday.
yeah, what I had to take for my shoulder, like I said, I don't even remember half of what I was saying, and I was just not feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Scott, oh, that's a cute little old phone. That little thingy, what you
Mm-hmm.
call them, little icon. No, I don't know what they call. Sonia, if you don't tell us, I'm just steady waiting for Sonia to.
I know. Bring it on, Sonia.
I know, I'm waiting on it. Maybe she's typing.
Um, yeah,
Or
Scott.
hop up here.
I told
Something.
Scott when he always sends me a way of getting on his on jump on his panel if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I told him, I said, don't stop sending me the links because one day it'll be the right time, and I'll thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Scott emoji. Um,
Emoji, that's right.
yeah, that's better than the little thingy. But I told Scott, don't not invite me because yeah, it's sort of like that's sort of like we are when we put up with chronic pain and we're always people invite us to go somewhere and we don't go because it's one of those days. But I tell people, I said, don't not ever invite me because there'll be that one day that I'll have a good day and I would love to go sit. We always call it sitting at McDonald's and just
Mhm.
chit chatting. So
Yeah.
Scott, don't ever not invite me because usually a lot of Scott's
Oh
stuff come
yeah.
up when me and Kevin's watching TV or I'm
Mhm.
having hubby time. Oh, I think I need to start breaking open his laptop again and visiting people. Oh, okay, you guys, we are all having birthday cake for Jessica.
Woo
Today
woo.
is Myra,
Happy
Myra's
birthday, Myra.
It is her daughter's birthday, Jessica K. So,
Wow,
okay.
happy birthday to your daughter.
All
Oh,
right.
here's Sonia.
Hey, birthday cake for breakfast sounds good.
Oh,
Sonya
Oh,
put up
yes,
there with
ma'am.
okay, here
Yes,
we
you
go.
ma'am.
know it.
Yes, ma'am.
Prayers for sure.
It's a
Amen.
Sonia, it is a journey.
Mhm.
Yes, it is. Definitely prayers,
But
sweetheart.
tell them, say,
And praise.
tell him, say, today's day one,
Mhm.
today's day two, you know. Good morning, Derek. Did you
Yeah.
sing to Derek?
Good morning to Derek. Good morning to you. Good morning to Derek. Good morning to you.
Oh, 26. She's still real young. Well, real
Hey,
young
Derek.
compared to mine.
Yep, my baby, my oldest child will be 34 Tuesday. 34
Oh,
Tuesday, and then my little baby will be
And my baby just
29
turned
in August.
35.
oh, Lynn. Oh my goodness.
Aww. I'm so sorry,
Oh
Lynn.
my goodness, Lynn.
Good morning, Anamora.
That
Good
is
morning
just
to
ugly.
you. Good morning, Anamora. Good morning to you.
That does kind of knock the
Hey, Anamora.
it kind of
Love you.
knocks the wind out of yourself sometimes when you come across something like that. It just
Mhm.
um and Lynn is one of the sweetest people I know. All right, Derek, they're having a benefit auction
Okay.
tomorrow at 2 p.m.
I
and
am going to try to stop in there, Derek, at least to be
Alrighty,
supportive.
gotcha.
come back tomorrow in the morning to Derek and explain it. Who's the auction for? I wish I could have gotten up something, but it's just been rough. Anna said, Darlene and Darlene. Yes.
Mhm.
It's your birthday. Go, Jessica. It's your birthday. Go, Jessica. It's your birthday. Yeah, you can. Hold on, Derek. Yes, yes.
Come on
Yeah.
down, Derek. You're the next contestant on the
On
morning show.
oh, there we go.
Yay! We're all clapping for you.
Wait,
Yay!
I done sent him the last thing. I tell you guys, the last thing I always highlight is what I start to send people instead of the link.
Mhm.
So I would have sent that my aunt needs prayer, but that's okay too. Because you guys, my aunt had a rough time with this last hip replacement. She ended up with MRSA,
Mm.
and
Uh-huh.
that almost got her. That almost
Oh
got
my
her.
goodness.
She is infected again. So you guys, please, please pray, because that's a very scary thing.
Yes, it is.
And she's still getting IV and medicine.
Mm-mm.
Jaden. Awesome.
Oh, Jaden is
I'm glad you're here. We're glad you're here, sweetheart.
Oh, well, welcome, Jaden. We're so glad you made it over here.
well, look at that beautiful face we ain't seen
Look
in a
at
while.
that handsome man.
Hello, all.
Don't make
Hi,
his head
dear.
any bigger.
sure.
We can't put that ego, blow that ego up too
Hey.
much.
So, how's everybody doing?
Better than
Okay, how are
yesterday.
you?
Hey,
Not
Derek.
bad. So,
So
Derek,
tell us all about the auction.
Yeah.
all right. Well,
You're looking good.
thank you very much, Denise.
You're
I,
looking good, Derek.
I was on a live a couple of weeks ago with Victoria Ventures and Reselling and Cajun Reselling, and a friend of mine I've known for a little while, Fluffy. He's Funky Fluffy. He's from Scotland. His partner has scoliosis, and there is no specialist to take care of her rods in her back because they're twisted. They twisted, so she's literally she's walking straight, and so they either have to come here to America or go to Germany. Now, Anthony has already talked to people in Pittsburgh about they might be staying with him if they come to the United States, and because they're gonna have wherever they stay, they're gonna have to stay for 6 months because she needs to be on her belly for 6 months during the surgery. Because of the rods. So, I thought, because I've done them multiple times, and you all know that. That's the good heart of me that why not do a fundraising auction and get as many people involved as possible and just go at it and have fun. Well, so far we have 4 spots left and we're already almost at the 8 o'clock at night starting tomorrow at 2.
Oh wow, that's good.
Yeah. And there is a
That's fantastic.
There is a GoFundMe page. I'll see if I can get it into the system. I have to go onto my tablet and do it. But there is a GoFundMe. If you guys donate, all the proceeds, we need $3,000 just for the surgery. But her name is I Am Squashy. She is on YouTube also. That's a nickname that her partner Fluffy made because that's his favorite type of candy. I guess it's a Scottish candy and they're called squashies.
I am Fluffy. Wait, what did you say? Squashy.
I am Squashy.
Yeah. So if you follow them, it's Funky Fluffy. And I mean, Fluffy reminds me of the McLennan Homestead.
Yeah. The Fluffy Coffee.
Yeah, but he's huge.
Yeah.
You want to see somebody? He was on with us yesterday afternoon to talk about it, and you can see that he respects her and he loves her so much that he's in tears talking about it.
I have to do a quick song. Good morning, Joy Lang. Good morning to you. Good morning, Joy Lang. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
Okay,
Joy.
sorry.
Good morning, honey. All right. Is he a robust guy?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, I found him.
Yep. He's such an amazing gentleman, and to see him in this and be in almost in tears because she's the type of person where she wants to live life. She wants to, and if they come to the United States, they want to. Once she gets better, she gets in and all of a sudden she wants to see Times Square if she can before they go back. So if they go to Germany, they go to Germany. If they come here, but it's just an amazing person. And I just so happy that I met them, and we can do all that. Let me get the links into the.
Mm-hmm.
There's his link, Funky Fluffy.
Yeah.
There's his link. And then I believe his wife or she's on with that one of the videos I seen.
Yeah. Yeah. You see,
Hello, Denise.
Good morning, Denise. Good morning
Hey,
to you.
Denise.
Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you.
Let me get this in now. But yeah, I'll put my link
Hey, Denise.
and we'll get that going because
Mm-hmm.
there's so many. I mean, it's just amazing on how the community comes together, and
Yeah.
I just like the understanding and how people can be, and how we've always been the helpful group.
Yep.
Yeah,
Scott said he's been
definitely.
emotionally exhausted. Scott, sometimes when you do a bunch of lives, you go live and you go live, it takes a lot out of you. When you start
Mm-hmm.
doing YouTube
does.
and putting out lives a lot.
It does.
Derek used to come on with us very early in the morning. Then he would do his and help other people. And there was sometimes he'd be up until 11 o'clock at night helping somebody. And I'd say, whoa, it pulled you down quick, didn't it, Derek? It absolutely affected his health.
Yes,
Be
it
right
did.
back.
Very much so.
Yeah, it did.
And usually, if you're pulled down like that, you find out who really cares about you because sometimes people leave you by the wayside and not check up
Yep.
on you or.
So, and now with you can also donate things to the fundraiser. Yes, you can, Lynn. Yes, you can. I'm trying to put.
Good morning, Diana.
I'm trying
Good
to get the
morning
link.
to you. Go ahead, Derek. Good morning, Diana. Good morning to you. Good morning, Diana. Good morning to you.
Mm-hmm.
Diana says she did a video, not camera ready. You should have seen me this morning, Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I get this thing? That's what I hate. I love technology, but I don't like technology.
I understand.
I'm with you.
I'm not the type of person where trying to do 20 million.
Scott, they won't let you
Hey,
do.
Diana.
They won't let you go
Yeah,
live on
I
your
was
phone.
on with her the other night, and
Derek, they won't let you go live on your phone until you hit 1,000 and that. Well, you done hit
Over
something on his
1,000.
technology. So yeah, Scott.
Oh. Dropping like flies, Darlene. Derek, come back. Come back.
Sonia, what is that? Is that a cat? Is that a cat in the box? There he is.
stupid.
Sonia sent me a picture. Is that a cat in the box?
Yes, it is. So this IXL stuff is so dumb.
Oh my gosh. Sonia found, she said she couldn't find her cat. And
Oh,
then,
my goodness.
And then there it is. In the box.
Aw.
Sonia, our fat cat, got into one of the Tostino pizza boxes. You know, they're not very big, but she got her fat butt in that box. And she weighs about 14 pounds. That don't sound like much until you pick her up, and then she's just all limp.
Mm-hmm.
Derek, Anna Mora is asking what time. You said 2, right? 2 Eastern?
2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and right now we're almost to 8 o'clock at night
And
so
that's
far with just
tomorrow.
people donating it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy,
The notifications, Anna, you'll have to like go on Derek's to make sure you're still subscribed to them. I'm telling you, the notifications aren't out there. Anna Moore, when did you hit 1,000?
Dang, I can't even get
Yeah.
500. You guys, come on, help me out. Help a girl out.
I know. What? See, I just get lost somewhere along the lines.
She almost had 1,000 subscribers then. She's almost at 1,000.
Oh, you had it before mine? Anna Moore, how did I not know that?
YouTube.
Anamora.
How do you spell it?
ANAMORA.
Oh, she's in the country, Denise is, and they just kick her on out. They're like, nope, not gonna happen in the country.
Not today. Good morning to Dee. Good morning to you. Good morning to Dee. Good morning to you.
Good morning and welcome. Welcome back, Dee. Let me double check again. Yep. And let me double check on our other friend that joined, just our new one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad MawMaw showed me the hack of how to do this.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Let me check, make sure I'm still okay, Joy. We still good. Because you never know.
I was not good on D. I thought I was, but I'd redid if I wasn't. So I'm back. Holding you out there so I can go back and watch a video.
Yeah, Traci wasn't subscribed to me.
Yeah, that
I
was
just
the
put the
day. So
okay, thank you.
I just put the GoFundMe page on, and this is the link for the auction tomorrow. So you guys have those.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then there's one more link that if anybody is interested in donating, this is where it gets a little confusing now. You can email myself on, and I can send you the link. There is a form to fill out for the auction, and the time slots that we have available. So just my email is right on the page, and you guys can come on over, or if you need to, you can just go right to the GoFundMe page and do that way, and we'll know as immediately as there's something gets posted. So, but it's gonna be a long day.
Oh, Diana said, wait, it takes a lot of work to look great and be healthy at 63. Oh,
Well, she
Diana.
runs every day.
I love you, girl. Look, I just
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Good morning to Griffin. Good morning to you. Good morning to Griffin. Good morning to you.
Now let me see something.
I think the neighbor's dog doesn't like my singing. We got a new dog over there. I don't think he likes my singing. He's barking up a storm.
Wow, he's loud.
Did Griffin give us? No, I thought Griffin, you gave us your name, but I don't guess so. I was looking back on my little folder.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, Diana, I didn't care. I brushed my teeth and I just about just kept my hair just like it was. But when I put on my Bob Ross t-shirt, I had to take my clips out. Yes, a beautiful mess. I almost just stayed right in bed this morning. My sister told me
Matthew, Mark,
yesterday.
Luke.
She said,
Griff is laughing. Matthew, Mark, Luke.
Yeah.
oh,
Aw.
but my sister told me, no, you can't stay in bed. You got things to, you got to get up and get on here. And I'm like, well, thank you. Derek's talking about an auction. They're doing a benefit auction, Denise, and it's going tomorrow from 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time all the way until they just quit.
Yep.
So probably about 10 o'clock or so. And they've got 4 more spots. If anybody could donate. Denise, it is for, let me find that link, someone that has severe scoliosis. They got rods in their back and they need another operation. And they're going to come over here to get the operation done. So
or Germany, either or whatever is easiest. Her name is I Am Squashy. And she's a fellow YouTuber, and her husband or partner is Funky Fluffy. Very, very nice people. They're from Scotland, and Scotland does not have any of the specialists to do the surgeries anymore. So,
yep, here she is.
But yeah, so
all right, here's the video. I'm clicking on this one. She's telling her story, so I am going to put out her name. Well, let me see. Yeah, okay, that's it. This video, she's talking about her condition. So I'm going to put these links out here because I want to watch it too afterward to hear her
she's very
story.
open and honest about the way everything goes, which is really what really struck home was with my uncle who has rods in his back from having a crash. I'll answer it later. It had a crash in 78, and so he had rods in his back, and he's had that. So, I know how that feels. So,
how many babies do we have, Sandy? One
baby. Good morning to Sandy and Ben too. Good morning to Sandy and Ben too.
Yep, there was one stillborn male and then this little girl.
Aww.
Oh, the link didn't work? It's not, is it? It's not showing as a link. Let me go back and look.
Did you get any sleep last night, Sandy? Oh my goodness sake. Woman, you got to get some sleep sooner or later.
Worrying about this puppy, at first I'd worry because she was crying, and then when she quit crying, I was wondering why she wasn't crying.
Why she wasn't crying, yep. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Craig. Good morning. All right, let me see if this one will work.
I can definitely relate, Sandy, when my mother-in-law was her last moments of life. We spent the night on the floor in her hospital room, and I would hear her breathe, and then I would start to doze off, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't hear her breathe.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's who the benefit auction is for, you guys. That's the video that she's describing her condition.
I'll put the link to the auction again in so people can, because that'll be tomorrow at 2 o'clock, starting at 2 o'clock on my channel, and Right now we're at up to 8 o'clock, but you never know. It can keep on going. We have like 20, 24, 20 to 22 people already signed up for donations and showing. So
if you guys could, yes, you're always sneaky, Chris. I see you back over there, Sneaky Pete. So I'm gonna start calling you Sneaky Pete. Sandra's on, not my Sandra, but a friend Sandra's on Facebook.
Good morning to Sandra. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sandra. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sandra. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thanks to Sandy for saying the link that got my tail up out of bed.
Amen.
Oh.
I'm good for something.
You're good for a lot of things, Sandy.
Sandy is thinking, if I've been up all night with these babies, you're going to get up too.
Oh. I've dozed off and on, but nothing, all put together like an hour.
Yeah. 2 nights in a row.
Yep.
Holy cow.
They're
Wow,
worth
you're
it,
good.
though. Those babies are worth it, though.
Yes, they are.
This morning, Myra informed us, buying space, she's having birthday cake for breakfast. I mean, I could just taste a big old slice of birthday cake, the old-fashioned white frosting birthday cake that you don't get anymore.
Aw.
Sonia said it's a hard one when they only have one puppy. It's less likely to survive unless it's a really, really good mom. X's and O's, my prayers will be with you.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll see what kind of a mom she is. Well, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Oh, Ben. Don't get kicked out of your stuff.
You can always come down south to the Trollville and stay with Traci in Troll City.
Look, I tell anybody with anger issues, don't watch videos that you know is going to make you angry, and don't look at anything on Facebook that you know is going to make you angry or stir up anything. That's how I told my rheumatologist, because she's so different, you guys. She's not like the one I had for 10 years, where you go in and he just said, "Oh, all these looks good. All your lab came back fine from last time. We will take blood." Boom, I'd be out. But this one, she is Pakistani, Dr. Ali. She is wonderful, you guys, wonderful. She sits there, and it's not just your numbers on looking at, what your or your blood work. She doesn't just do that. She does the whole thing with the rheumatoid, how it's affecting you, how's your mental capability. Oh, we got Swamp Picker back in today.
Good morning to Glenn. Good morning to you. Good morning to Glenn. Good morning to you.
Good morning. But she had explained to me, when anybody has chronic pain, that their brain, over a certain amount of years, their brain chemistry changes to try, I guess,
I believe it,
to live with that pain somehow. But she said that's why sometimes you have to change up somebody's medicine, or you have to find a peace of mind. The ADA.
I did find, Ben, the last time I went on vacation in the UP, I was up by Sault Ste. Marie, and in the downtown shopping area in Sault Ste. Marie. And I was in a wheelchair at the time because I was non-weight bearing on my leg. And there were a lot of places I could not go into. A lot of places I could not go into.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you for showing support for them. Thank you. Yeah, you think everything is handicap accessible, but it's not. And that's why we're having that other that addition built, because this house was not set up for like a walker to get in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, especially not a wheelchair, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It just it was bad. We just need them to come and finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Need it finished. But not, and all bathrooms need to have the handle things, to be,
Yes, they do.
even if you don't go all the way into what they call a handicap stall. Even
Mhm.
in a regular stall, they need the bars so you can stand and get up. I thought I was going to have to call my supervisor one time, and it wasn't funny. I absolutely could. My legs were not going to let me get up, and I'm
Mhm.
thinking, "Oh, this is going to be so embarrassing. What am I going to do?" And it took me a while. I'm serious. It did. And if I would have tried to put the weight on the toilet paper holder, I could have tore that all off.
Yeah. Yeah, those aren't usually that strong, so
No.
Yeah, every place needs to be. We live in a world, and until you are in a wheelchair or have to use a um something for handicap, you really go through life thinking, oh, there's a handicap bathroom. The handicapped people
Mhm.
can go everywhere. No, Dollar Tree, no, they don't have. That's hard for Mama to get around in. Uh,
Mhm.
Casey pushed her last time around in a wheelchair, but it's still limited.
Yeah, it's hard when you go into a store that's jam packed, which hopefully right now they're being a little bit more aware of that. But you go into a store that's jam packed and you can't get through if you're using a rolling walker or a wheelchair because it's too jam packed. You don't fit in between any of the racks, and they just don't think about that stuff, that it's not even possible for you to even function in a place like that, and it's just not fair.
Yeah, and all right, Lynn hit it on the head. Yes. See, we are when they put in both of ours here, they're
Mhm.
going to be the higher ones. People don't understand until you get that lower back problems or knee problems. Um, yeah, 2 inches makes a big difference, a big, huge difference.
Absolutely.
And you're right, Ben. Able-bodied people, and I. All right, Scott, go fix you some more coffee. Do like me, get your eggs, sit by your computer. Um, I really, I never thought at 55 I was going to be, even at 40. When I was diagnosed with
Mhm.
rheumatoid, I know it started before then, but I never thought at 55 I thought I'd be like my mom and dad. Still
Mhm.
working, still um, being wide open, and no, it was like everything just started to weigh down on me, you
Mhm.
know. Um, and the worst thing, hey, I can deal with the lower back pain as much as it hurts you guys. Um, but when I started having headaches and my neck hurt, and I felt like my head was too heavy for my body, I'd come home and lay it on the table like I just
Mhm.
could not even hold it up because it was too heavy. Um, when they fixed that, I was glad that took my headaches away. But you fix one thing You know how it is. You buy a used car or you have a brand new car, and then when it starts having problems, you want to trade it in. Thank God, and I'm not saying that ugly. Thank God, Kevin is not one of those husbands that traded me in.
For a newer model.
Yes, yes,
Right too. I think I'm thankful to God every day that Right didn't trade me in.
because I've sat on before I ever started this YouTube, because my son told me, Mom, you need your own page, you need your own channel. But before I started doing this, I would read all the fibro stories. There was a fibro group. Oh, Monique, thank you. Thank you. Monique said he'd be crazy to trade me in. Same way with Traci.
Yeah.
Yeah, when there's another we ain't seen in a little bit.
Good morning, Food Forest. Good morning to you. Good morning, Food Forest. Good morning to you.
Morning, Howie. Good morning, brothers and sisters in Christ. Love all ways wins, and Jesus loves you, Howie. Thank you, Howie.
Thank you.
But yeah, I was reading like on Facebook, and because I didn't realize all the stuff that you could find on YouTube, but the
Mhm.
fibro group that I looked at, I cried one day. I mean, I'm already wasn't supposed to be on social media, but I had mine. I sit there and cried. I'm like, are you serious? Women after women after women, because it was a site. How do you manage your fibro? How has this affected you?
Mhm.
And these women that their families got tired of their pain, the people that left them, the
Mhm.
husbands that left their wives, and the wives that left their husbands because they just couldn't deal with it.
Exactly.
And I even worked with somebody that had been married, I think, for 15 years. And I had worked with him for almost 10 when he said one day, I don't know how much longer I could put up with so and so. You know, his wife, I worked with her too, met her. Beautiful
Mhm.
soul, beautiful soul. And me and her both would be hurting. And I'd look at her and I could see it on her face. I'd say, I just should do this. And she'd look at me and she'd say,
Mhm.
and we'd just shake our head. But then to hear him say, well, she don't get her act together, then I've just got to find somebody else because I'm still young enough to get me a young woman.
Oh
I
no.
looked at him, I said, are you serious? I
Good
said,
morning, San Juana. Good morning to you. Good morning, San Juana. Good morning to you.
good morning, Sam Juana, good morning. And I told him, I said, as long as me and Kevin has been together, look at my issues. How in the world do you think it would make me feel if he just left me? I
Mhm.
said, what in the world would I do? I said, we married each other for better or worse. And if it was turned around, I would be taking care of him.
Mhm.
So yeah, they end up getting a divorce. And everybody acted like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this happened. I knew it was going to happen. Um,
I told Right to divorce me early on in my diagnosis because I told him, I said, you didn't sign up for this. And he said, yes, I did. I signed up for better and for worse, sicker and poorer, and sickness and in health and all that stuff. And I'm like, I know, but you really didn't sign up for this. And he was like, yes, I did. And he is stuck with me all this time. God bless him.
yeah, Lynn said her ex brother-in-law told her friend, I don't know how you could be in so much pain. Yes. I mean, oh, and we did sign up for better or worse. So he threw that away. And when I first was come out of work, she would come over here and we'd sit on the back porch and have coffee. And I love that young woman.
Mhm.
And she really felt lost, because when people get divorced, people, you find out they're not your friend.
Mhm.
Look, Monique, this is what I always told Kevin, in which I know he ain't going nowhere. And everybody that knows me and him coming on knows good and well how much we love each other. Derek picks about that my whole face lights up when I talk about Kevin or he comes on, jumps in. But I always told him, you know what? If you get rid of me, for a young lady, I hope she can still have kids and doff off a bunch of kids. I just hope she has a bunch of babies. But yeah, we just don't know.
You fixed it? Yeah. What'd she say?
Yeah, Scott.
Negative.
Yeah, I see the person. Thank you, Sawana. Yes, I love my husband. And see, all right, with Denise, vulture dumpster diver, which is the same as.
Are you leaving us?
Yeah, gotta go, guys.
Okay.
All right.
I love you. Get some rest today.
Keep us on the puppy. Keep us on the puppy count.
Okay.
Yes, love you.
Love you.
Love you guys.
San Juana said it's a Kool-Aid smile. But yeah, Denise. So Denise A, we call her because anything is possible. Denise. You know her and her husband. I call him Mr. Chicken because that's what we call Mr. Chicken. They both have issues. So you know, you stick by people. Those of us with 30 plus or 40 plus years.
Are in the minority.
Yeah, me and Kevin have been together 34.
Right, and I have been married 31.
So we've been married 33, been together 34. And I mean, now I tell him, he does the job of a young man. He's doing young man job across the street. He's laying down fixing big trucks, or he's out there on the street department doing stuff. And I tell him that's a young man's job, and he comes home, and especially in this heat, he has to peel his clothes off. So I have to help him get his shirt off because it is just plastered to him. And he's so tired, you know. And so we both understand. And yesterday when I was not feeling good, one day he told me, you got to start cooking again, because, you know, we really didn't have nothing at the house just to go in there and warm up. But when yesterday I was hurting so bad, I called him. I said, baby, I said, you got this much in the bank. Can we just buy something out? He said, yes, don't worry about it. But years ago, when he was used to me cooking every day, it would have been, well, you should have done this, but no. He recognizes, and if he knows that, he knows it's not a lazy thing. Because when I got off here yesterday, you guys, I just absolutely went and got in my bed and covered up with the blanket, cut the fan off, and covered up in my blanket. So yeah, Sonia, 21 years. Well, you know, you've been together for 21 years. You're still in it.
Absolutely.
Lynn, it is kind of too hot to cook.
I did cook for Wright last night because I felt bad, because I knew he was going to be exhausted being his first day back at work after a week's vacation. And he was pretty pooped out. So I was glad that I had planned on cooking him something, even though I was having a rough day. I cooked him something simple that didn't take me that long, but.
You gone? Bye, Glenn. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Scott, I wish you could too. I wish you could too.
I wish my youngest son could find somebody like that. That would have the same value. And
Yeah, yeah, Ben. I mean, Keith and I remember one time I had a surgery and he just did not want me to have to do anything. And I said, look, we're going to grow old together. What if it's me? What if it's me that you're having to take care of after a surgery? And that was, oh my gosh, we were mid 40s then, I think, or no, might have been when he had that surgery. It might have been, I was not at the job. It might have been late 30s, and when you're in your 30s, you think, wow, no, I'm at my prime, you know. But yeah, I told him, I said, look, we're going to be there better or worse. And look what happened. Um, my mom had to take care of my dad until he passed. And I just always thought that I would be taking care of my mom, doing everything for her, us sitting out on the front porch and in our rocking chairs
Yep.
and that's what I thought because that's what I did. I took her to her doctor visits
Oh yeah.
and I did all that. Spend the night in I still would spend the night in the hospital when everybody knows.
Oh
Keeping
yeah.
Francis said, "Well, I don't need you to stay." Yeah, I didn't like that. You don't always get a good person in the hospital, and
Well, my mom
oh,
was one of those that always wanted you to stay with her. We knew she had good people where she was at. We knew everybody at the hospital. We knew all the nurses. We knew she was going to be taken care of. I said, Mom, we're not going to stay tonight. We're just going to go home. I said, so and so, I told her who and I was on duty. So she was good. She said, okay, y'all can go home. Well, that night that we chose not to stay, my mom aspirated and uh passed. She died, but they brought her back. They resuscitated her. She was moved to Savannah. She was in ICU. My dad swears just 2 weeks, but it was a lot longer than 2 weeks. So, we were doing this in and out of ICU. Well, my mom was never the same. She was not the same person that she was before. And it was not a good. I think if I had been there, I would have not let them do anything. If they'd asked me, I'd have said no. Because I knew mom never wanted to go on a ventilator again. She never wanted to go through all this again. She's already made that statement to us that she didn't want to, but I knew God had other reasons. My dad wasn't ready for that. Um, and then we all sat down and talked about it when she was in ICU. All us kids and my brother and sister and I, and my dad, sat down and we talked, and we all agreed that if mom passed again, that we were just gonna let her go. Well, I happened to be on a cruise when my mother died, which was okay because I had made peace with my mother before I left. I went and stayed with my grandmother because, I'd already been in ICU with her. They allowed me to sleep in the room with her because she was on a ventilator and stuff, with heart issues. And she was home. She was in a nursing home then, which she was okay with. She really liked it. Mama's in a nursing home for rehab, but she was never good. And she passed away while I was gone. I was okay. I have not freaked out one time. I do not regret that I wasn't there because I made my peace with mom. And right before she died, she was, her eyes were, dad said, there's my baby's eyes. Because my mom's got beautiful blue eyes, but they are always kind of sad and cloudy and,
Yeah.
not. But right before she passed away, she smiled at them. Her eyes were really bright, and said the last thing she did before she took her last breath was stick her tongue out at them, which was my mom. I said, she got the last word in anyway, even
Mm-hmm.
though it wasn't the last word, so it was funny. That was my mom's thing to us. When she couldn't say anything bad to us or think about it, she'd just stick her tongue out at us.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a wonderful time for them and gave them the time to say goodbye. Where I'd already done my goodbyes.
Well,
That was good.
I wasn't there
And I
when
don't regret it. I do not
when
regret it one bit.
when that happened with my grandmother, because we were in Atlanta and they didn't know which which we were we hadn't been there long, so we were still living in a motel. They didn't know which one. They didn't know the name of the trucking company, and we didn't have cell phones back then. We didn't have a phone. They couldn't find me, but
Right?
I dreamed of my grandmother, and it was such a good dream. She looked exactly like I remembered when I was a kid. And on the way home from Atlanta to here, because we'd come home on weekends, I told Keevan out of the blue, I looked at him, I said, Nanny's gone. He said, no, why would you say that? I said, Nanny's gone. She's gone and she's buried. And he just looked at me like I was the craziest thing, but we'd
Yep.
only been together a couple years. Um, and when we got home, MawMaw and all of them were so upset. They said, "We are so sorry. We tried and tried to find you where you was at, but God allowed me to see and spend that time in my heart and in my dream with her." So
Mm-hmm.
it did feel strange not to be here with her, but God allowed me to be with her in my dream, and that's how I dream of all my family that have gone on. Keegan,
Yeah.
Keegan
I
is
would tell you when my mother passed away on a Tuesday, and I was on a week cruise. I wasn't coming back until Saturday, Saturday or Sunday. I don't remember
Mm-hmm.
exactly. But that I was in the room at the time that my mother passed away. I was in my room and I was laying there, and it's like all of a sudden I had this overwhelming peace, and all I can say is it was like God just filled me up with this wonderful awesome thing. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it until I got home. When I got home, I understood what it was, that God allowed me to feel my mom one more time, when
Mm-hmm.
she did pass. Even though I wasn't there, He helped me to feel that, to know that she's at peace and
Mm-hmm.
everything is good. And I picture my mom in heaven with my grandpa, with her daddy, my grandpa, fishing, fishing, of all things. But they love to fish together. And my granddaddy never called her Jean. He always called her Kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. That's all he called her. Nobody else called her Kitty but him. She come by me, he'd say, "Hey, Kitty," or he'd call Kitty, and here she
Mm-hmm.
comes. Where in
Mm-hmm.
the world did you get Kitty from? But that's wonderful to have that and not know what it is, but it still was really awesome. So yeah,
uh,
But yeah, I'll be with Alvin till one of us goes to heaven,
Howie, thank you for joining us. Casey, I was turning around talking to
and I'll see you
Casey.
there.
Um, Casey's woke up the same way this morning. He couldn't sleep last night. He said his whole body hurts today. So he said no porch church.
Okay.
So he just does not feel good. I'm telling you guys, men have fibro, but they do not,
Uh,
they act like it's just a woman thing, but it's not, because he hurts in the same areas that I hurt. Let me catch up.
Hey,
Keevan's
God has a
upset.
reason for you, Scott. He'll show it to you.
Keevan he's upset when I told him I had to sign that they gave me this paperwork. You know what is a DNR? You know, so you can
Yeah, a
you
DNR.
can yeah. And he don't even want to talk about it. He don't want me to fill it out. He don't want to talk about it. But it's something that they need to know.
Yep. Oh, my husband says, mm-mm, mm-mm. I said, well, you won't have a choice. I've already made that choice. And I have it on file. I have it with me. I have it at the courthouse. It's there. I have it in my purse all the time.
Mhm.
Because, yeah, I know what I want. And I know you're not going to do it. So I took it upon myself to have it made. And it's signed, it's witnessed, it's notarized, all the stuff. So you don't have a choice. I
I
made
think
it.
I think men just don't tell the level of their pain because men are programmed that they're supposed to be
Mm-mm.
strong, that they're supposed to be these big strong people, and so they don't seek medical attention like women do. You
Mhm.
know,
Oh yeah, I make Calvin go one way or the other.
Scott.
He already understands he has no choice.
Monique says her man does.
He's bad about that.
I quit.
Brad's terrible about
Mine'll
going.
tell me, but he ain't going nowhere.
I quit. I quit. I don't even know why he takes me because I
Yeah,
know one
I mean,
time he
I
got
just
so mad at me
mm-mm.
when I told him. I told the doctor what was wrong with him. Oh, he got so mad at me. So I'm like, well, then don't take me. Don't take me. So it's like
Yeah,
you ain't gonna tell him right. You ain't gonna tell him what's wrong, and you don't want me to say it. He used to say he used to hurt my feelings. Because he'd get so mad at me because I guess I get so used to telling him about MawMaw when I take her to the doctor. Good morning, Michelle.
oh
That
yeah.
is
You
my
let
other goddaughter.
me be in the
Michelle is my
doctor with. Oh,
Facebook
awesome,
Tracy. My other goddaughter.
Michelle, Tracy,
Tracy
Tracy,
needs to go.
Tracy,
Tracy,
Yes, ma'am.
you need to go
Tracy.
lay down.
Go on.
Okay.
Yes, please. Love you.
I love you. Sorry.
Go to bed.
No,
Okay.
nothing to be
Bless your
sorry
heart.
about.
I love you
Go to
guys.
bed.
Love you too.
Love you too, baby. I'll check on you later.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart. She tries
Um,
so hard.
Michelle, I love you, but that is Elizabeth's sister. So that is my other goddaughter.
Well, hey, Michelle. Glad
Um,
you're on Facebook.
Griffin, I tell you what, I had medical records going back in my 30s because I always
Yes.
filed everything. You know, I'm that being an office manager just stuck in my head, so I would file everything. But it took over 5 years for me to fight for it, and it's according to who your lawyer is. It's according to who the judge is. But some doctors will make you
Yes,
feel
it
like you're
does.
just lazy or they look down on you if they know you're filing for disability. But my rheumatologist told my husband, he said, he says she's probably within 4 years will be in a wheelchair, but thank you, Jesus, I'm not. But
That's what they told me. And
so
I'm
I
still
started
walking.
things at work, to make sure that when that happened, but God had other plans.
Yes, he did.
Um, oh, you guys, I have a box that started the whole God jar. All of my
Mhm.
medical records I put in a box. They were all over my kitchen table. And the box is like this big. It is too heavy for me to even move. It's up under my desk, pushed to the back. Um, I one day it just took me a long time for me to say, okay, God, I can't do no more. I was emotionally exhausted, emotionally, physically,
Yes.
and I put it in that box and I said, God, I don't even know why I carried it that long, you guys. I don't know why I tried to make things happen. I should
Because
have
that's who you are.
I should have put it in God's hands and left it, but I wrote on the side of that box, God. God. That was my God box. Nothing, not to take nothing out of it. And, you know, but one doctor belittled me, and I think I still have that.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is somewhere there. One doctor belittled me and, you know, told me I should pop the glove box. And I'll just say
Mhm.
that because I can't. I have a video out there. It tells I was a snotty crying
Yes.
mess when I got home. But you know, and then the judge, not looking at the pain portion of it, but that I was on an antidepressant. That's all he looked at. That's all he wanted to talk about. That if I would get out and exercise, I would feel much better. And you know, that's what he based everything. And he was so angry and so hateful, hateful. I just sit there and cried. The last meeting, the last time I had to go in front of him, you know, on the computer from my lawyer's office, he was so ugly and rude and just made me cry. And all I could do, I just sit there and pray, God, let him see me. But no, when somebody comes in like that, there you can feel evil. You can tell when somebody's just evil.
Yes.
And for him
Yes,
to
you
be a
can.
disability judge, he's, you know, non-compassionate.
Mm-mm.
So I went through all of that.
I am
Yeah,
very,
Diana.
very fortunate not to have done that. I had the judge I went before was very nice. He asked me questions. I did very well up until the very last question. When he asked me the very last question, tears went to pouring out of my eyes. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to tell him because I prayed I wouldn't cry. But I did that last question because the last question was, how has this affected your life? Well, I had kept all that inside of me, trying to make everything okay for everybody and not be so bad. But inside, I was tore up,
Monique
and I
said,
was
"What did
not
he?"
prepared for that question. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, I see. Monique asked, "What did he ask?" But yeah, how did it impact my life? If
Yeah.
it had not, you know, if God had not led me to this, um, oh my no, one told Griffin he need a wife or girlfriend to do the housework. The hardest thing I think for me was when Casey had to start doing housework. And Casey has to drive me just about everywhere. And he had to basically quit he could not work. He was working at home and he pretty much, because of me and then MawMaw, he pretty much had to not work and take care of us, you know, full time. But now when the restroom gets finished and all that, I think it's at a time that he can go back to work and we can do any doctor's appointments around his time frame, you know.
All right.
Scott,
It's
Casey's
it's not
Casey's
easy.
room is so different than the rest of the house. Casey's room looks like an Asian oasis. You go in there, everything's in its place. It's so calming, it's so soothing. Then you come out of there and it's a wreck. It is a wreck.
That's how it is
Um,
at our house. It's like, oh well, you
yeah.
do what you can. I can't.
So
We can't do it.
he purges the kitchen sometimes. And he purged my clothes one time, and I was like, it got easier. Then we purged all my sheets and blankets, and then Bailey come along and she ripped up my sheets, and I didn't have sheets.
Then you had to go buy some.
Casey told me, I forget when we were in the car. It was this weekend.
I can't purge anything.
He said, "Mama, I would call you anything but lazy." He said, "I remember when you had the daycare across the street immaculate, plus you did the housework here, plus you did the yard work at both places." He said, I would not call you lazy.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, we
sometimes,
had 3 kids. You had to take care of. You had. I went to work. I took care of kids. I
okay,
cleaned. I cooked.
but
The whole
Ben
thing.
wants to know, and see, I even bought
Okay.
a thing that vacuums. I mean, it
Yeah.
vacuums plus it cleans the floor at the same time. He says, "How does it affect you getting out of bed, getting into bed, painful walking, painful sitting, loss of muscle?" Yep, yep,
Yep.
all of those, Ben, all of those. I did get to
Mhm.
tell, my rheumatologist that we got the bed. The bed, I lower the legs and lift the back, and that helps me get out of bed. So I did tell her about the bed, and she said she will refer that to her patients because yesterday I had to keep massaging, doing the massage on my legs.
It's yeah. It's tough because I sleep this just like you see me here because I'm in the bed now, but it's up. It's I'm up in my bed, so getting up is not as hard because I'm already part of the way up. But there are days that sometimes I just have to take my legs and do it with my hands. You know, grab a hold of my legs and get them over, and
Ben,
really push hard to get them going. But
Ben,
hey, it's
that is
life.
what God, that's what my sister said.
Yep,
This is my calling. Um,
yep,
this is what God wants me to do, and the ladies that God brought into my life, and even not just ladies, but Derek, NASCAR man.
yeah.
We started out,
Uh-huh.
me, him, and Tracy. We called it DD&T, Mornings with DD&T, which was Darlene, Derek, and Tracy.
You still
And
could be DD and T because it's to them, Darlene
Denise, that's
Denise, Tracy
right.
most of the time.
But Derek, I'd say, well, I don't understand why people come on here, and he'd say, stop doing that. Stop talking down about yourself. He said, you have so much to offer everybody. So Derek really, really kept me going about um, to see that
Just
there's
being
some,
you. Just being
yeah.
you. And the
So,
love that comes out of this channel. And
and
we
yeah,
really
God,
care about you guys. We
and like
want to
my,
know what's going on. We want to be able to pray for y'all. We want the praise reports when things are, good. If they're bad, they're bad. It's okay. You're still
well,
welcome here.
Scott said, do you have anyone you know of?
And we laugh and we cry and whatever needs to be done is what we do.
And
But
I love laundry. Laundry has never bothered me until it did, until I couldn't lean over in the wash machine, and it
yeah,
hurt my arms to pull the clothes out.
yep.
But laundry and vacuuming, I loved housework.
I didn't
I
like
love
doing dishes. I
yeah,
hated doing dishes.
it. That didn't
I
bother
don't know
me
why,
either.
but I
I
hated
could
doing
come in
dishes.
from
I
work.
did them.
I could come in from work and come in and get started. Wham! I'd go to the grocery store, come in, be like a wild woman, start doing dishes, put something on to cook, and start clothes, and
Right.
um, And my daughter would say when she'd move in, and then she'd move out, then she'd move back in. She told me one day, she said, "Mom, I never realized what you do when you get off work. You never
Mm-hmm.
stop until you hit that bed." I said, "Nope." She said, "But
And we
you
don't get to go to bed till everybody else went to
yeah."
bed
She said,
because
"But
there was
you."
still things to do.
Yeah, she said, "You come straight in from work and you just do everything."
Yep.
And
You
Scott,
have to.
I'm going to
You have
tell
to.
you, there are other people that do not have a mate in their life right now,
Yes, there are.
and um, Scott, just you said you don't want somebody overly religious, um, but sometimes God wants you to just speak to him. You know,
Yep.
and sometimes you'll be in a place that he wants to be your all, and
Yes.
then somebody will come into your life. But look at all the people that are here in my life. All of you guys are here in my life. um
Yeah. You're part of who we are. It's
so
awesome.
yeah, you have something to say, and you're motivational.
Yes.
And Ben say God would give you the shovel, but you have to do the digging, Scott.
You're right. You're right. And he'll give you the strength to do the digging. It's like when you think you can't, you just keep trying. And God will, if I hadn't had Jesus in my life all these years, it's like the day to day couldn't have been done. I know that. And to fill me up and for me to be the person that I am, it honestly came from Jesus. It's just who I am. Just like Darlene is who she is. You never have to worry day to day. She's the same today with over 1,000 people to as she was when she didn't have but what 100
I
maybe.
mean,
I mean, she's real. That's what this channel is. We're real,
and
and
Scott,
we
we
want to.
don't we don't
Well,
try
we
to
don't
like
airs. Uh.
poke, any other belief system at
No,
anybody.
we don't.
Um,
No,
it's just that we share what has gotten us to. Um,
where we at?
yeah, we can't walk for somebody else, but
No.
if, say, somebody asked me, well, how do you manage and how do you go on? By the grace of God, because
Amen.
I was at a place, Scott, that even though people always sees me as so positive, I got so down when I come out of work that I
Go look,
really,
Bennett. Daddy or
really,
Tatum, go. Go on.
absolutely did not want to be here and thought my family would be better off if I wasn't. And
Oh, I was like
anybody
that.
that worked with me would be shocked to hear me say that. And but that is how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
And God, I can only say how my walk is, but
Yes.
that's who lifted me up. Yeah. Um, and all right, I love you, Sonia.
Love you,
Go to
Sonia. We'll be
bed. You
praying
got an
for you,
earache.
darling. Oh
You
my
have an
God, baby,
earache.
you need to take care of that. You need to
So
take care of that.
I grew up in church. I saved as a little girl, and I sometimes come, I strayed sometimes, but God has always been my strength. And that's why I can say mine, from my
Yeah,
heart. And
my granny and papa. We went to church with my granny and papa, and they were primitive Baptists. That's what they were. But if we stayed with them, we went to church with them, and they went to church at different places. They didn't go. They had a home church, but they went different, which they all did. That's how it worked back in the day. But she was the one that introduced me to Jesus and how church was, and I loved it. I really did. I loved being there. So yeah, it
yes,
was
Scott,
cool.
like my my daughter was raised in church, and there were things she didn't understand. And we would sit out on the front porch and we would discuss things, me, her, Casey, and whoever else. We always would discuss different things. So when she got a certain age, she looked at things different. She looked at things because um, she would say stuff like, well, if God's real, why did this happen? And why I just don't understand. Is there just somebody up there playing games with us? And I mean, pulling strings. She really went to a place in her head that she questioned. She didn't understand, even though when she was younger, she accepted Jesus in her heart and she understood them. But then sometimes teenagers
True, Monique.
at a certain age, they start questioning stuff. So we would sit
Yeah, that
outside and we would talk about things. And, um, things would be up in the air because when you have a son that's gay, um, people ostracized him, but not us, not here.
they exercise you, that your children they ostracized you, as far as
And
I'm concerned.
so Casey, oh, he knew and could tell you about the Bible more than some probably preachers could. And as a teenager, even though the pastor woman, it was her and her husband that were pastors, I didn't know he went to her for counseling, and they did not say nothing to me. They never made him feel unwelcome there. And it was not until later that I found out they were so good to him. So um Casey, when he went through stuff, and I would tell him, God sees you. God sees you. God does not judge you like society judges you. God looks at the heart, and my son has the biggest heart. Most of the people here that has been dealing with Casey, and he does Porch Church Network. And my daughter, it was still in there with her, very much still in there with her, but she would push away, especially when she got really, really deep into addiction. She really did. She wanted to push God away. She wanted to push anything away that was positive. Just push it away. And I could not push it at her. I know.
Mm-mm,
You can't,
mm-mm.
when somebody's struggling, you can't preach at them.
No,
And with Casey, when he would come to me and he'd be in tears, Mom, how can God love me like this? I don't love myself. This would be my teenage son breaking down. And even up until, there's still sometimes he feels that way. He has broke down on
yeah,
Bible
no.
study and told people how his heart feels. And I would tell him, son, God doesn't judge like people judge.
Yeah,
I
it's
think there's going
different.
to be. I do believe. I do believe in heaven and hell. I do believe that. And
Yes.
you know what? There's going to be a lot of people that thinks that they're self-righteous and they're going to make it up there. But you know what? They've never
Mm-mm.
accepted God in their heart.
Yeah.
There are so many self-righteous people that go to church every single Sunday, Wednesday,
Yes.
all
They
of
don't
that.
miss it. They
They
don't miss
hurt
nothing.
people. Yeah,
Yes,
they
they
hurt
do.
people.
Yes, they
Um,
do.
and that drives people away.
It does.
So the way I had
Very
to
much.
approach it was yes, with San Juana's Nikki, because San Juana shared with me about her Nikki. It was nothing I ever told. San Juana shared it one day on
No.
Bible study. And, you know, I just looked at my son and I had to tell him, he looks at you. So, Scott, he has been so sad sometimes for being by himself. And that's one of that I was talking about. He one night he just broke down to me and he said, "Mom, I want what you and Daddy have. I want that love that you and Daddy have, but I will never have that." So Scott, I understand you being lonely. I do
Mm-hmm.
because I've seen that with my son for a different reason. The truth, bearing shame and scoffing rude. In my place condemned, he stood, sealed my pardon with his blood. Hallelujah. Thumbs up. Lovely ladies. God bless. God bless you.
Thank you, the truth.
God bless
Oh,
you.
amen. Thank you.
And so that was one of the people I talked about, Scott, that is so lonely. But he's doing what God wants him to do right now. And then there's another person that is so lonely, even though they have the world around them. God has put them in their place to
Yes.
be who they are. And,
Yes.
you know,
You
today,
have a lot to give.
and Scott,
Everybody does.
you have yes, you've given to us being on here. You coming on
Yeah.
here and the truth coming on here. Oh, style with Pat in Singapore. Hey, Pat. But
Hey, Pat.
let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. We almost didn't come on this morning. I felt so bad, and me and Denise were talking. We were talking face to face, FaceTime, until Sandy said, "Put link question mark,"
Link.
and then I
Johnny's
thought
like,
of,
I'm going on.
yeah, I thought of my sister in my head. She says, "Susie," that's what she calls me, Susie. No, you can't just not get up. That is not what you're supposed to do. God needs you to
Yeah.
get up and you get on your show because you got people to talk to.
Yep.
So I told her, I said, "You're right, Irene. Sometimes I'm so tired and I don't feel good. And and she said, don't matter." And we started this morning at 8:45 and instead of 8:30.
Hey,
How
baby.
in the world I got it set up that fast? I have no idea. No idea how I went from pajamas, hair needs washing just all over the place. Denise laughed at me. I was laying in bed holding the phone up. She said, "I see that crazy bed head." I said, but when I said, "Denise, I'm gonna go live. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna go live." Yesterday's makeup, hair that needs washing. I brushed my teeth, and somehow we got on only 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Um, so when God has a message to go out there, He'll make it happen.
Yes, he will. Every time.
I picked the scripture. I didn't just throw something out there. Uh, Griffin.
You
Um,
would be surprised.
Griffin, there's a song. I love the Elvis song. In the Garden, I think it's called. But it says, and he walks with me, and he walks
Indeed talks
with me, and he talks with
talks
me,
with me.
and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I will be out there walking the dog. I will be singing that, and tears will be rolling. But Griffin, I thought forever as a little girl it was Andy off the Andy Griffin show. Somebody was singing about Andy Griffin walking with them. Andy walks with me, Andy talks with me. So when I was a little girl, that's what I thought they were singing. But I'll be out there some more. And Callie does this a lot too. Callie, when she goes out, Callie, not the cat, but
Yeah,
Calico Dawn.
Calico Dawn. Yeah.
You guys have to go to her channel. When she goes outside, that's when she praises God because she looks at the nature all around her. She has so much beauty around her. And she will be singing. She does her own songs, and she'll
Yep.
be praying and walking and praying with her camera on and phone on. And that's her worshiping God. And so, oh, I'll tell you guys today, July 21st. God's cure for anxiety. This is when it goes from praising to God's anxiety. Rejoice in the Lord always. So if you rejoicing in the Lord always, anxieties
You
will
won't be
come
anxious.
away. Oh,
Take the
Grayscale.
anxiousness away.
Good morning, Tony. I saw you live last night, and I was like, oh my goodness, I wanted to watch and I just couldn't. But I always go back to see what beautiful things that you painted.
Oh yeah, Tony's. He's a wonderful artist. I love your
Um,
work.
but
It's very
yes,
special.
see, somehow you were brought here. I don't think anything is by chance. I think there's a reason for everything.
Yes, there is.
Hey, Sarah. Good morning. Good morning, Scott.
Hi, Sarah.
Let me see. Who asked what size shirt I wear? Um, I would say X large to be comfortable. Is that what I bought for all of us, Denise, when I
Tater,
made us
come
shirt?
here. Yeah, they were
X large?
extra large. Yeah, extra large.
Oh, Sarah. Is that your Sarah?
I'm afraid that might be my Tatum, but Sarah
Yeah,
is my
saying, hey,
daughter.
Granny.
Yes. Yeah, that's Taterbug. Tatum, you don't
Hey,
need to be on here.
hey, Tata. That's my superhero.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah's my daughter. But he's got his.
Oh,
It's
good,
Tatum.
good. So
I
that one's
told you,
out.
it's Tatum.
So Grayscale's got that one that's headed to Canada.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes. This one's kind of snug, but this Bob Ross, I think this one.
I know it was extra large that we got.
This was just says large, and it's kind of tight, but hey, it's a Bob Ross, and I got it from an auction, and I was going to wear this even if it was tight. But I would say, San Juana, I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe.
I love you, San Juana.
Stay safe out there.
Yes. God
But
bless you, baby.
I think the last one I got that was sent to me by Mothership Products. I think that was X large. I just said I liked it because it was funny, and he sent it to me. And Scott Sanwana has to go to kidney dialysis. She has to go every
Yes.
day. But
But
she's
she's
another one.
here.
She's
She's
one that
here.
lifts everybody up. Ever since I've met her in the jewelry community, then on Porch Church, she has always, she'll send stuff out through Facebook. Um, she always
Hold
tries
on a
to
minute.
pick people up,
Go ahead.
even in her
Are you
but
going?
even in her body, that God still uses her. God uses her because she is so
Yes.
sweet.
Yes, she is.
And she did.
Everybody. It's
She shared with
wonderful.
me about
Yeah.
Nikki, and I never shared it because that was a mama
Personal.
story to tell. But then
Uh-huh.
one day, Casey was sharing how he felt um, being gay and
Go
having to
ahead,
be by
baby.
himself, and it caused Sanwana shared some stuff, and I'm like, oh, she shared, out. So yay, that's good. She felt she could. So
Awesome.
I was so glad. I think first she talked to Casey, and then he said you could probably talk to Mama, because Mama can understand from a mother's point of view. So then that's how
Yes.
I really got. I was able to touch with Sanwana on a mom to mom basis, and so we're a lot of us have been brought together. And Scott, that's one
Yes.
reason why
I have
I just don't judge.
blessed beyond measure.
Yep, and I don't judge like a lot of people do for so many different
No.
reasons. Um,
I have friends from all walks of life. I don't care. They need love. People, everybody needs to be loved. It doesn't matter.
yes, I had a best friend in high school. He never told me he liked guys, but I didn't care. I loved
Mm-mm.
him. And even when he got sick in the early 80s, he never told me. Go make it. Oh, Darlene B,
Uh-oh.
I love you. Oh, Chow Chow,
Love you, darling.
my dad loved Chow Chow. He knew just
Yeah.
who to get it from. But from me having that best friend,
Yeah, not everybody can cook certain things.
um, yeah, you just I've just been blessed. I've been blessed to meet so many different people. Um, I work.
I was
I I worked with
I was
this.
surprised
I was
how you
at work.
develop friendships over YouTube. How do you do that? I was just shocked and I was amazed, thrilled, and gosh, so blessed. I mean,
Um,
God, you guys, and I can't express y'all how much y'all mean to me. Oh Lord, look at my hair. It's just the poopies
I worked
everywhere.
with this beautiful soul when I first started working in the cotton mill. And I was like, how does she keep how does she keep her makeup perfect? Here I would be a sweaty mess. And she was always so put together and beautiful. She looked like Diana Ross. And you guys have got to understand this was about 83, about late 82. Um, so I was like amazed with her. And we were in the break room one day, and some of the stuff that she was talking about, I looked funny. And I just was like trying to ponder what she just said. And I had this look on my face, and the two girls sitting by me got laughing at me. And because we were talking about lady stuff. And then I looked at my friend, the girl sitting to my left. I went on back to my job, and I was working and I was working. And I went over to a friend of mine, I said, what? She uses the men's bathroom. And I'm like, oh, okay. But did that ever make me feel any different way about her? No, no. But the most beautiful, she brought pictures when she looked exactly like Donna Summer. The dress, she like when she would go sing.
Yeah.
Um, so I loved her the way she was. So God allowed
And
me to see people, to see the inner
that's what he
people.
does.
It did
You
not matter.
love, God says to love everybody. Not one place does it say accept it. No. He says love everybody.
Yeah. So God,
Everybody.
back then, God allowed me to have that kind heart to see people.
Yes.
And um so and he was getting me ready for things that was going to come down the line later in my life. Later in my life. Um did I think my daughter would be struggling like she is now? No. Would I have
No.
ever thought I would have a child that was homeless? No. Um, that shocked me. That knocked me for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so just prayer, 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 prayer. And that's why today is day 12. And I don't want anybody to stop praying for her because you know what?
Yeah,
Um,
you keep
I,
praying.
I thank God she was only on the streets for a year. Now it hurts my heart when I watch these shows that show the women on the streets. It breaks my
Yep.
heart, even though they're just movies, because there are people out there that they don't know where their kids are. They don't know
Oh yeah.
what they're doing, where they're at for years.
It's a lot more people than you think.
So today is day 12. And I say it is day 12 of the rest of her life. She's 30, just turned 35.
Yeah. She same age
So
Sarah is.
she just turned 35, and today is the day 12 of the rest of her life.
Yep.
Um, Griffin the Highlander. If I was like the Phoenix, I felt like when I had my weight loss surgery, I felt like a phoenix coming out of the ashes. But that's oh, not about fairy tales. Monique, we live in the here and now. Sometimes I like to
Yes, we
escape.
do. Oh yeah, I always when I was a young girl, because of stuff that was going on in my house, I would go outside, sit under a tree, and I made up this whole place in my head, and that's where I would go to because it was safe in that place.
Yeah.
It was it was my it was my getaway, my being feeling normal and feeling like I was somebody and I was okay.
Well, think about it. I
But I
made
had
up.
to go.
Excusez-moi. Monique says, excusez-moi.
Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
Well, I mean, I made up a whole, Norgus was that imaginary playmate. And I think that was Norgus was actually the creative part of me that I didn't know I had as a child. But I tried to escape. I tried to escape the you're too fat, you're too ugly, or
Yep.
you're fat, you're having some of the worst things that you could call a woman being told to me
Yeah.
when I was 4 and 5 years old. Um, I didn't know what I'd done, but I could tell by the look on my mom's face that it was something bad she was calling me.
Yeah.
So um, my oldest sister don't remember that. She doesn't remember that part, but
She doesn't want to.
yeah, me too, Scott, because somehow I'm Susie. They call me Susie. And Kevin calls me Red. Even when I went back blonde, he still called me Red.
Red.
But I always tell people Kevin's the first one that ever made me feel beautiful.
Yeah, because I didn't feel beautiful.
And wanted. And yeah, me and Denise have a lot in common with our moms.
Yeah. And loved and know you were. And like my granny is the one that made me feel good when I was with her.
Mine too.
I wanted to be with her all the time because
I
she
wanted
loved me.
I wanted to be like the grandmother my grandmother was.
Yes. That's why I got my kids calling me Granny. Because my granny was my saving grace a lot of times. She was the one that I felt secure and loved and wanted.
Ben said Red is his wife's name too.
How cool. That's okay. Ben, we're so glad you're here.
But yeah, sometimes when me and Denise we get to thinking about our childhood, it's hard to talk about, but I'm an adult. God brought me here.
Yep.
Oh, Michelle. I was
Yes.
always,
Griffin.
my dad would comment about my weight. Mom commented on other things and but I am who I am, and I give love from, I feel like,
You do. You give a lot of yourself.
and I try to. It's what's Bailey doing, Mama?
I
Um,
hear.
aw, aw, Ben.
Oh.
Yeah, we a lot have things that, Mama was the one that helped me. She was a mom I didn't have. I love you too, Monique.
I love you, Monique, very much, sweetheart. You take care of yourself.
Griffin said, just don't call me late for dinner.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm still trying to think what we're going to do for dinner, you guys. Oh, aw. Say, Scott,
Yeah, I
my,
see
my
that, Scott.
my parents, my dad called my son Rosie. My son didn't realize when he was little. Then they gave him Barbie dolls one Christmas. So they were always calling him Sissy and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, um, but, I'm starting to wear out now. Whew.
I know, honey, you're usually on an hour and a half, and it's been over 2 hours.
Yeah. And we just
So,
threw it together and rushed. And now all of that adrenaline is gone.
yep.
But thank you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. I always say God has a
Everybody new
plan.
here. So glad. Yes.
I feel like always, every day, God has a plan, and I'm glad because we had new people today.
Amen.
Ben, oh, there's Willow. Hey, Willow.
Hey,
Um,
Willow. Love you,
Ben,
dear.
Casey's got softer hands than mine. He's got long fingers, and my
Mm-hmm.
grandmother had piano fingers. She had long fingers, and her hands were so soft. And that my daughter's got her hands. She's got those long, pretty hands. But
Oh,
anyway, you guys
yeah.
continue. This is day 12. Continue to pray for my daughter. You guys pray
Definitely.
pray for my son because he does not look good today. He's just not feeling good today. He's kind of looks like how I felt yesterday.
Yeah.
But Willow, I'm not jumping off because you just come on. We've been on for a while, and
Yeah.
oh, yeah, you too, Griffin. Thank you, guys. Yes, I am
Thank
wrapping
you,
up Willow.
Griffin.
And Willow Sandy is so tired too. She's got one little girly puppy and one stillborn. So she's still gonna try to rest too. You welcome,
Ben,
Ben.
come back and see us.
Sometimes we
Scott,
kind of
everybody. Griffin, please.
sometimes we do
We
kind
really
of
enjoy you
get
guys.
deep in what we
Yes.
talk about. We do. Sometimes, it's different things I think for different reasons. We never know.
Yes.
We never know who needs to hear something. That's the way I look at it.
Amen.
We never
Amen.
know that somebody else could be going through something we've overcome, or somebody that their parent didn't tell them I love you and I accept you the way you are. We never know.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Oh, well, Ben, I hope we got you out
Oh,
of that mood.
I sure hope so. I hope we got you out of there.
Well, Scott, some people,
Glad
they've
to hear
got
that.
so much pain that they can be on for a little while, but when it gets too much, some people it brings up so much in them that they have to go. And I have people, and I understand. I understand who they are, and it hits that PTSD is not just military.
No. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not just military. It's for anybody
Mm-mm.
that had a trauma sometime in
Yes.
their life, and sometimes those traumas we touch on here, the mind traumas, the things
Yes.
that we still live with. But God is good. God is good
Yes,
every day,
he is. All the
and
time.
He loves us, and He sent
Yep.
His only Son, Jesus Christ, and Jesus lives in my heart.
Yep.
And I don't know where I'd be if it wasn't for Him. I'm sure it would not be here.
Amen. Amen. Me either. I know I wouldn't.
You're right, Scott. It's the emotional pain sometimes is the up here sometimes hurts worse than the body. It
Yeah.
does.
It
Yeah,
can.
Griffin, I'm gonna have to go in there and lay down. But I love you
Yes.
guys, and I will be on in the
Love you
morning
too.
because something said this morning, get your tail up, get your tail up, get this
Yep.
started. So God bless you. God bless your
Family.
home. Yes, your families. And
God
God
bless
bless
your
your
world.
world. And every
Till we
night
see
when
you again.
I pray, me and my husband, I say, thank you, God, for the roof over my head and the food in my stomach.
Amen.
So God bless all of you guys for being here on this day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You blessed us tremendously.
Yes, ma'am.